In this lesson, we are going to learn how to add fractions whose denominators are equal. Look at these two fractions of a biscuit. The fraction to the left is 1/2. The fraction to the right is also 1/2. If we add these two fractions, it becomes one whole. Let us now write these two fractions using digits. The fraction to the left is 1/2, which means it is 1/2. That is one part out of two equal parts. Similarly, the fraction to the right is also 1/2. Now add these two fractions to get one whole. Till now, we added the fractions when their pictures were given, and it was an easy task. Now we are going to learn how to add the fractions when their pictures are not given and we have fractions written in mathematical form. Let us take a fraction 1/2. And we are going to add to another fraction which is also 1/2. Notice that the denominators of these two fractions are same, which is 2 in this case. Whenever the denominators are same, we will simply draw a flat horizontal bar and write the common denominator below it. Then we will take both the numerators and add them above the horizontal bar. Now after adding, our fraction becomes 2/2. Since they have a common factor 2, we will divide the numerator and denominator both by 2 and thus we get 1. This was the result we had seen in our biscuit example. Now let's take another example. Let's take a fraction 1/3. Take two more similar fractions and add them. Notice that the denominators of all three fractions are same, which is 3. So we will write 3 below the fraction bar and add all the numerators above the fraction bar. We get 3/3. Here also the numerator and denominator have a common factor which is 3. So we'll divide both numerator and denominator by 3 to simplify the fraction and thus we get 1. Would you like to visualize the addition? Okay, let's do it. Look at this pizza. It is divided into 3 equal parts. So each fraction is 1 out of 3 parts, that is 1/3. And if you add all these 3 fractions, you will get one whole pizza. And this is what we got in our addition. Let's take another example. Let's take a fraction 1/3 and add it with another fraction which is also 1/3. Since denominators of both fractions are same, which is 3, we will write 3 below the fraction bar and add up the two numerators of the fraction bar. We get the answer as 2/3. Since there is no any common factor between 2 and 3, the fraction cannot be further simplified. Let's visualize this addition. Look at this pizza, which is divided into 3 equal parts. Each fraction is 1/3. If we take two such fractions, 1/3 and 1/3, and now add, this is what we get, and this is equal to 2/3. Let's visualize it with another example. Look at this object. Let's divide it into 3 equal parts. So each part is now 1/3. Let's take two such fractions, 1/3 and 1/3, and add them. They become 2/3. We have shaded the parts which we are adding for understanding purpose. We'll take one more example. We have a fraction 3/5 and we are going to add it to another fraction 1/5. As the denominators are same in both fractions, which is 5, we will write 5 below the fraction bar, that is at denominator's place. And we will add the numerator 3 and 1 at the numerator's place. So our fraction becomes 4/5. Let's visualize this example. Look at this object. Divide it into 5 equal parts. Now each fraction of this object is 1/5. You can easily figure out that this fraction is 3/5 and this one here is 1/5. Now if we add these two fractions, it becomes 4/5. Let's now add 3/9 with 5/9. Since the denominators of both fractions are same, we write the denominator at denominator's place and we write the sum of numerators at numerator's place. Thus our fraction after addition becomes 8/9. We'll go for one more example. Add 4 upon 7 with 1 upon 7. Since the denominators of both fractions are same, we write the denominator at denominator's place and we write the sum of numerators at numerator's place. Thus our fraction after addition become 5 upon 7. Similarly, add 2 upon 5 with 3 upon 5. Since the denominators of both fractions are same, which is 5, we write 5 as the denominator and 2 plus 3 as the numerator. This simplifies to 5 upon 5, which further simplifies to 1.